Either one of you, how do y'all explain the fact that just a few weeks ago, you guys were struggling to score 60 points, and now, you go out and you've had over, for 78 or something like that, 74 a couple games, and you come out with a season high. What has changed? What's been the transformation?
I feel like we're just figuring out everything. Everything's coming together. We're understanding each other. We're understanding that when we get the ball to Nebo and E-Man, it makes the game a lot easier. It draws double teams and puts teams in rotations.
Wendell, it seemed like there, at least for a little bit, towards the end of the first half and the second, has the offensive playbook opened up a little bit? Because it seemed like y'all were running a few different kind of plays to get you and Q and even E-Man some driving lanes into the paint, and that maybe kind of opened stuff up for Nebo a little bit?
Yeah, the attention that Nebo draws is like, it's crazy. They double him before he even gets the ball. So that allows for open driving lanes and for skips and for teams to get put in rotation. And once you get in rotation, I feel like it's hard to guard.
Have y'all kind of expanded the playbook a little bit to get the ball in some of those guys' hands too, getting into those places in the lane?
I wouldn't say we expanded it very much. I feel like we all just understand that we have one collective thought to know to get the ball to E-Man and Nebo. And that's not really a play.
Josh, what's the confidence of this team right now, man? 3 in a row. Scoring 87 now. I guess your offensive juggernaut team. I mean, you guys have turned a corner here. What's the confidence of the team?
Obviously, our confidence is pretty high. We just won 3 games in a row, but we keep it in perspective, knowing that we still got 4 games to go in the regular season and the tournament's up ahead. So we know we got a lot of work ahead of us. But we're confident in what we're doing right now. But we still know what's ahead for us.
Put your finger on why the recent surge in offense?
I'm not sure. We just, we just care about each other. We just want to see each other do well, and we're just, trying to, listen to what the coaching staff is telling us to do and just, execute the game plan.
Either of y'all getting kind of tired out there? It seemed like there wasn't a whole lot of subs today.
Yeah, there was a couple times I got tired, but it was nothing too crazy. Wasn't too winded.
Wendell, if you don't mind, talk about specifically. They kind of made, I believe they kind of made a run at you, and then you hit looks like you just beat the shot clock. You hit a big 3 and get the 4-point play. Mm-hmm. And then right after that, they get the flagrant foul. Mm-hmm. If you can talk about, first of all, just hit, how big it was to hit that 3-pointer, and then if you can tell us what happened on the flagrant.
It was big, but I'm more glad that we got shots every possession. And on the flagrant, it was more of I'm not even sure what happened. I just went to the ball, the ref blew the whistle, and then they kind of explained it after that.
I know you said the ball doesn't lie after the foul 3-pointer you had last game. Did the ball not lie again this week on your shot?
Yeah, the ball don't lie, ever. Right, Nebo.
Chuck, Q's got back-to-back starts these last 2 games, and he's scored 20 and 18. What has that meant for you guys to see him produce like he has and kind of add that extra element to the offense?
It's great. You say Quinn?
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts a lot of pressure on defenses. He's able to drive and make the next guy commit to help, and that gives me open shots, Nebo open shots, E-Man save, Dre, who's ever on the floor, and just his aggressiveness kind of spreads guys out.
Josh, I'm going to go back to you with my original question. Do you look and see what's going on now and offensively and at all surprised or wondering where it's been or why it took so long or whatever? Your thoughts on this team that suddenly, guys are at 5 guys in double figures and the things y'all done offensively?
But yeah, it's been kind of something nice to see us, kind of finding our rhythm offensively. We're in a year where we kind of struggle to score and shoot the ball. It's nice to see us like all the guys finding their shot and seeing it go through the hoop again. So all the guys put the work in, and so we all believe in them to be able to shoot the ball and make it. So it's nice to see it going in now.
It's the highest shooting percentage since early 2017, and that team. Is it kind of special to be able to be a part of an offensive performance that was able to click like the offense did back then? That you knew those guys that were here? Yeah,
it was definitely very special for us, but to do that tonight, especially with the way we've been struggling to score, it's definitely nice to see us kind of figuring out how to put the ball in the rim.
So is this who you guys are now?
Yeah, we just taking it one game at a time. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves.
Is this the performance you need heading into a game with Kentucky?
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like our work is going to show. We come in, we fight day in and day out, practice, game, try to treat everything the same. So, like Josh said, just one game at a time.
Chuck, I know it's one thing to beat Mizzou and those couple of those teams at the bottom of the league, but to get one against a Mississippi State team that's 8-5 in league play, I mean, is it a bigger win? I mean, do you quantify wins like that? I mean, it seems like this is a pretty dang big win for you guys.
I feel like every game in the SEC is a real game, so we treat them all the same. We come in and do what we got to do, and we'll end up getting the win. You know, you have a few lapses down the stretch. It could be one possession, you lose the game. So we try to treat them all the same.
Chuck, have you ever had a game where you didn't score any points in the first half and 20 in the second half?
Yeah, I had like 3 last year.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he had a lot of them last year. Yeah.
What is it about that? I mean, is it just something that clicks at halftime for you, or just more opportunities in the second half?
I feel like it's just an adjustment that the other team may have made. They may have tried to focus on Nebo or E-Man more, and I just ended up getting some more open shots and just got rolling.
Hey, yeah, Chuck, y'all had, I guess, the 14-point lead there, and they came back, hit like 3 threes and pulled within 6. And coach called timeout. They came back, I think you had back-to-back 3-pointers. What did y'all talk about, if you can remember, at that timeout? What was the message at coach? If you can remember, I know you may not. But the message at that timeout.
Just communicate. We had got lost a little bit on our defensive rotations. He's telling us to communicate and just keep fighting, keep going hard to the glass, and we got to get every defensive rebound.
You hit that point in the season that every game is now kind of a playoff game to try to get into somewhere in the postseason, whatever that is. What is the kind of focus? Would an NIT or just making the postseason be your goal, or what's kind of the focus of your vision right now?
I don't think we've looked that far ahead. We're just focusing on the next game.
Tonight, you guys had 9 assists at the end of the first and ended up with 18. Was there an emphasis on playmaking to start the game, or was that just a product of the natural flow of the offense?
I feel like a product of natural flow. Just share the ball, care about each other. When you open, shoot it.
All good. All right, guys, thanks.